Anti-vaxxer arrested amid measles crisis, 63 killed, 4,300 infected.
Here's a summary of the article.
Samoa has arrested an anti-vaccination campaigner as the country continues to battle a deadly measles outbreak. Samoa declared a state of emergency, and made vaccinations compulsory. He had described the government's mass vaccination program as the greatest crime against our people, and falsely claimed vitamin C could cure the infected children. Samoa's low vaccination rates are in part due to the deaths in 2018 of 2 children wrongly being attributed to vaccination against measles, mumps and rubella. The current crisis in Samoa has also triggered many foreign anti-vaccination campaigners to weigh in and criticizing the country's drive to immunize its children, which is trying to lift the level of measles vaccination coverage to more than 90%. Samoa's Communications Minister Afamasaga Rico Tapai said anti-vaccination activists, also known as anti-vaxxers, are spreading conspiracy theories which were hindering the unprecedented public health mobilization. The best way to keep children safe is to make sure they're immunized. Preventing vaccination and presenting false information kills children. That is clear, the evidence speaks for itself. Vaccination is not the only way Samoa is trying to end the outbreak.
This post received a score of 11,348, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
If you don't like clicking links. However, their deaths were due to nurses mixing the vaccine with a muscle relaxant instead of water, and not the vaccine itself. The cases had nonetheless raised local fears, and were exploited by people seeking false proof that vaccines are harmful. More reading on the subject.
Greater than 95% rate that experts say is needed to protect the entire population from an outbreak. The US stands at 91.5%, so that means we're at a risk for outbreaks. I guess we have already had them. Also, the anti-vax tend to congregate, so more likely for it to spread.
Greater than also the anti-vax tend to congregate, so more likely for it to spread. Natural selection, you say.
On the topic of natural selection. By allowing for safe zones where the disease can grow and spread, they also allow spaces and time for natural mutations to develop that make it possible to get around vaccines and strike out into us, the vaccinated. So these ignorant fucking morons are breeding diseases to kill us all with their ignorance. That's the real natural selection in play. So the ultimate natural selection is a judgment on the entirety of humankind if we don't get the balls to crack down on these dangerous, stupid anti-vax fucks.
You have my vote.
And my axe.
Missed opportunity. And my vax.
I just always wanted to say it properly. Next time though, Razor's fist.
If anyone is wondering about the actual cause of the increase in autism diagnoses, TLDR, the definition of autism spectrum was broadened and we now have better data, reporting.
The increase in diagnoses always jumps when you start diagnosing.
Amazing how that correlation works.
Yeah, like, unbelievable.
I blame vaccines.
I read that U.S. teenage pregnancies sharply dropped to 0 at the age of 20. Weird, right?
That's a reporting issue.
They only polled people with landlines.
First they came for the anti-vaxxer, and I said nothing, because everyone was fucking dead from preventable diseases.
Jesus, I just lod at work, nice.
Look up Taylor Winterstein. She was in Samoa just a few months ago with Robert Kennedy promoting anti-vax and her business that profits from it. She didn't finish high school, let alone get a medical degree. She married a sports star and dove into spreading misinformation to vulnerable mothers. She has recently complained about bullying as people blame her contribution to this epidemic. She is, right now, blaming the government to her contribution of this epidemic.
It's appalling that people around the world don't read and comprehend what research has been done regarding health in the last 60 years. Seriously, ignorance abides.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.